Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know I have the plans for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you." So in this video, I'm going to give you 5 ways to get rich God's way. All right, guys, like I said before, I'm very excited to make this video for you because at the end of the day, as a kingdom entrepreneur, right, and as a believer, we need to tap into our superpower, right? And I don't know if you knew that, but we have a superpower. We have a legit connection to the creator of all these things that we want. So why not tap into them, guys? Let's tap into our superpower, okay? So the first way that we get into the life that we want to live, that the life that God wants us to have, right, is by recognizing your God-given talent. And at the end of the day, guys, I've said this time and time again, I'm going to say it to you, maybe this is your first time seeing this video, that everyone was born with a gift. Everyone was born with a purpose, and that thing that you are here, that gift you have, is your way to get to the life of abundance. Quick story about me, I'm always talking. I'm always easy to talk to people, and I did not know that. I thought that was just my thing that I do, guys. But as you can see, I am now on this platform. I have hundreds of mentees that I have taught thus far, and that was my gift. That was my thing that would tap me into the life of abundance that I deserve. But I would not have known that if I had not, did some introspection. So quickly, just think about this. What do I do that comes easily to me and harder to others? If there's a thing that you can click, that is your thing. Like if there's something that pops into your head right away, that is your thing. That is your purpose. That is your vehicle to get to the life of abundance, okay? So there is a verse that goes along with this to just solidify that you are a workman in God's army, right? So it says here, Ephesians 2:10 says, "For we are his workmanship, created in Jesus Christ for good work, which God prepared beforehand that we should walk in them." So guys, like he said, he didn't make you by accident. It wasn't just a throwaway, guys. You were purposely made to put on this earth. You know how they always say, he knows every hair on your head. He knew before you were formed in your mother's womb. Guys, you are here for a purpose. So stop living just paycheck to paycheck and living a life of like, oh my gosh, woe is me. No, snap out of it. You're here for a purpose, and God made you specifically for a season as this. So you have to figure out what it is that you have that can get you to the next level. Let's go on to step number 2. Step number 2 says, stop being lazy, right? Stop being lazy and be diligent. Like those are words that we hear all the time, or we just glass over, right? But it's serious, right? God helps those who help themselves. Have you ever heard that saying? Right? You can't just sit here and say, woe is me, life is hard, life be life. And we know that's true, right? But at the end of the day, guys, you have to get up and actually do something to help yourself get to the next level. So the verse that ties into that is going to be Proverbs 13:4. And it says, "The soul of the sluggard craves and gets nothing." You always have that desire to want more, but you're always here at lack. You're always watching other people living their best life, right? You're always looking at people's Instagram. They are here, there, and everywhere, and you're still where? In the same place, right? Because you are sluggish. You are lazy. And I'm sorry to be that person, or I'm glad I'm that person for you right now, right? To just wake you up. But the verse goes on to say, while the soul of the diligent is richly supplied. So if you tap into your superpower, which is God, right? And you are like, okay, God, I'm ready to do something. I'm about to do something. He's going to supply you richly. Your energy, your ideas, the connections, the funds. The minute you tap in and you click on that part of your brain that says, no, I want more. I deserve more. I'm going to get more. The things that were in your way are going to start to clear, right? And the path is going to be set clearly for you, because guess what? God knew that you were supposed to be doing this. So he's going to make sure he helps you get to where you want to go. All right, let's go on to number 3. So number 3 says is to practice stewardship. Well, simply what that means is to be responsible with your money. And prior to being an entrepreneur and tying in my faith into my entrepreneurship journey, I did not realize that just being responsible with your money is a part of showing your godliness, right? Because at the end of the day, guys, you were given these things, right? And you are supposed to be using them wisely. And you cannot sit here and say, I ain't never got enough money. Are you managing your finances wisely? Are you investing in yourself? Are you finding things to help you get to the next level? Or are you continually binge watching? Are you continually at every event that is happening in your area? You there? You bought a ticket for this concert, you bought a ticket for that event. Are you actually managing your finances wisely to get you to the next level, right? Are we actually paying our bills on time? Those are literal God-like qualities, right? Because we are supposed to be a reflection of him, right? We can't say, yes, I am a Christian, I am a believer, I am this, but you are ducking and dodging the bill collectors, right? At the end of the day, guys, we have to be responsible, okay? So the verse that ties into this says, honor the Lord with your wealth, with the first fruits of all your produce. Then your barns will be filled with plenty and your vats will be bursting with wine. This one talks about like the simple fact that, guys, if you are responsible, you'll always have enough. Does that make sense? Because the world is so extra hilarious where it's like, you feel like you have to hold on to all your money, right? Because that's all you have. But do you realize that if you are responsible and you are actually investing into yourself, into the church, right? Into your future correctly, there will always be abundant. I love how the verse says bursting. It's not just, okay, you'll have enough. You have more than enough, right? So we have to be responsible. I hope you're enjoying the video so far. All right, y'all, let's go on to number 4. Oh, this one is good. This one is I think where all of us are when you start to click in your brain of what you want to do, right? And then you're like, okay, it need to happen. But this is, just remember this one right here. Trust in God's timing, right? Trust in God's timing. That's one of the big things that we have because we are in this microwave society and we're in this instant gratification type of situation, right? Like you can think of whatever food you want and it could be at your doorstep in 15, 20 minutes, right? Or if you want to buy something, you can get it in like literally the same day or next day, which is literally unheard of for our great-great-grandparents, right? So when it comes to our relationship with God and the things that we want, what do we want it? We want it now. When do we want it? We want it now, right? So unfortunately, it's not our timing. It's not on our clock, right? Because there was one thing I was watching with T.D. Jakes when he was like, oh, you know, when he was on his journey of becoming a pastor, he quickly realized that if I had gotten all of these things all at once, I would have squandered them. I would have never been able to be the person that I am if I got my blessing too quickly, if I got to church too quickly, if I got this following too quickly, if I got the fame too quickly, I would have squandered it. I would have fumbled the bag. I would have not known how to handle it. But by building me up through these challenges throughout my career, and this is what T.D. Jakes was saying, through these challenges, dealing with different people, making connections, I built the muscle, I built the fortitude, I built the mindset, I built the courage, I built the strength to once that blessing was able to be put on me, my shoulders were already stacked, right? I already had the muscle. I already had the muscle memory, the mindset to get me to the next level. Y'all catching that? Like, do not think that whatever season you're in is a season of lack. It's a season of building. So just being aware of the fact that if you're in a weird place right now, just be thankful for where you are and learning the lessons that you might need to learn to get you to the next level. Because a pullback is a setup for a launch. Like, you know that. Like, a rubber band has to get pulled back. It has to build tension. Doesn't feel good at times when you're getting pulled back, right? But guess what? When you're ready, when God ready to let you go, there's literally no number or no distance that can stop you once that elastic band releases. Like, so any pullback, don't think of it as a setback. Think of it as God setting you up and just being thankful and just being open to whatever you were supposed to learn, right, in that time. And the verse that goes along with this, which is the one I started. For I know the plans I have for you, right? I know. It's not a question where you're going to be. There's not a question that you have something special inside of you. It's not a question that you like and desire certain things for a reason. There's a reason for that because that's where you're supposed to be. All you have to do as a believer is to actually tap into what you have, that gift you have, and use it to live the life of your dreams. All right, let's go on to the final step. All right, y'all. So I hope you are having a great time. I'm enjoying making this video. The last and final step to become rich God's way is to be generous. And being generous, we do not have to put a monetary number on there, guys. You can be generous with your time, right? You can be generous with your smile. Some people need a positive, like, can you imagine if someone's having a horrible day and you just go out of your way to say, hi, good morning, You know what I'm saying? It's not literally, it doesn't always have to be just money. Y'all get what I'm saying? Right? So being generous and being kind is reflecting of what God would do, right? Being a reflection of him. Because at the end of the day, if you're going to be rich, if you're going to be abundant, if you're going to be affluent, if you're going to have all these things shiny, new, money, yes, right? What an amazing billboard would you be if you say, I got all of this because of God, right? Make the connection to see that God is a king and you are a child of a king. And when other people, non-believers, see the glory and the grace and the abundance on you, they're gonna be like, yo, what is that? I want some of that. Are y'all catching what I'm putting down? Like, you know what I'm saying? Your abundance and your blessings is not just for you, right? It's for other people to see what God has done in your life so that they are interested to see about him and learn about him. So once you tap into that information or that mindset to say that, hey, I'm just a billboard. Yeah, life is going to be good, but let me make sure that other people see that God is good. So once you get these things, guys, make sure you are mindful that you need to be generous, not only monetarily, but with your kindness, with your joy, with your generosity of just being an awesome person and just being a reflection of what God would be if he was here on earth. Okay? So I hope you enjoy this video. I enjoyed making it, and just understand that there is a time and a season for everything, okay? And the true meaning of wealth, and I want you to take this home with you, and this is the end of this video. The true meaning of wealth is not to just be rich, right? To have money. The true meaning of wealth is to live the life you were meant to live and to walk in the purpose of why you were created. That's when you are literally vibrating at the highest point ever, and you are actually doing what you were created to do, okay? So finding your purpose and living that life is how you get to live a life of abundance. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want anything more like this, any more content like this, make sure you comment down below. If you have not subscribed yet, hello, join the family and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, okay? Hope you have a blessed day, a blessed week, a blessed month, and a blessed rest of the year.